Hey, good morning, everyone. Hope I'm audible.
Yes.
Okay, thanks for the confirmation. Yeah, so let's start the today's demo session. Let me start sharing my screen. Okay, I hope my screen is visible. And if you lose me in somewhere in between, if you're not able to hear me out, please do let me stop then and there. Then so that no one loses the context. Okay, so coming to the Power BI, what is Power BI? You would have heard that nowadays definitely Power BI is a booming tool everywhere, and it is the most trending tool. But what is like Power BI? What does it Power BI sounds, and who and all can learn Power BI, and what is the prerequisite to be learning for the Power BI, and how does it help for your career growth, or how does it help for you to value added on your growth? So everything we'll be seeing today in this Power BI session. So coming to this Power BI, most of them would have, as I said, you would have been heard it, the tool name which is hot cake in the BI world. Okay, so yeah, the scope for the tool is very much high, and it is booming in IT industry. So if you take any of the data analyst job requirement or job description role, Power BI will be the one of the option asking for, do you know Power BI, or do you know any BI reporting tool? So in that Power BI would be definitely mentioned. So also if you take any of the Power Platform developer role, so in that also Power BI is a one of the mandatory tool which they would expect you to learn. Or if you take a data analyst role, so data analyst role also will expect you to learn, or they'll expect you to have the Power BI skill. Okay, so Power BI is becoming trending across the organizations now, and it is widely used. And also if you check the Gartner quadrant. Gartner quadrant is nothing but it is one of the famous releases for every quarters releases, and it ranks the tools or the BI visualization comparing to the other tools, and it gives out its rank. So coming last a couple of years, if you take it, Power BI is which is standing in a first place for power compared to other visualization tools. Okay, so that is Gartner quadrant also has proved that Power BI is most ranked in the last couple of years. Okay, so coming to the Power BI, what is Power BI? Why do the BI world requires it, and how does it helps us in for us in this for each individual or for the organization? How does it help? Let's see. So before that, if you let me just give an introduction about what is BI world. BI means it's called business intelligence. Okay, so in this data analytics form, or in this data analytics world, BI is the most technical term used everywhere. BI is nothing but is a business intelligence. If you ask me what business intelligence it is the method or technique. Okay, it is just a method or technique where we will be using, or we will be applying in terms of in order to grow the respective business. So for example, let me give a simple example. Consider I have a sales I have a retail store. Okay, the same. Okay, let's take DMart itself. Let's, DMart is very famous, or Walmart is very famous. Let's take any of this retail outlet or the branches. So we will have this retail business. So this business, it's just not on one branch or one area, right? So this could be like in a different city also. Different cities, I might have a different outlets. Okay, also it might be in different other states also. So what will happen, there will be some sales happening, or some product discount happening based on the seasonal festival, or based on some offer. Okay, we will give the discounts, we will do the same price, we will be introducing the same offers, everything. But if you see, some couple of cities would perform very well, so there will be more sale, and also we will be in turn we will have more margin profit, everything. But couple of cities there will not be any sales, and that outlet or that branch would face the huge loss. Okay, so in this case now, the investor, okay, the investor or the retail store owner will be like thinking, it is the same products I'm giving, I'm buying from the same one vendor, I am manufacturing, or I'm taking from the
Hey,
same yeah, could you please go on mute? Yeah. So if we would be buying from the same vendor, we would be buying from the same, we would be distributing throughout the cities at the same quantity, at the same batch, at the same price. But why do we face huge loss in one city, and why do we face, more profit in one of the city outlet? So this would be the concern for the business owner or for the retail store owner. So what he will do, he will come to us. Okay, he'll come to the data analytics team or data analysis team or to the bi bi business intelligence companies. He'll come to us and he'll ask us to help it out. So what we will do, we will collect his data. In the data could be in the any form. Okay, he might have the data stored on the billings, or he might have this data stored on the ledger books or the account books, or it could be also stored in this computers. Nowadays in every outlet they will have a system, right? So they will have the barcode reader, they will barcode, I mean, they will scan it each and every product and then give the then they'll do the billing system. So from all of the system we will connect, we will take the data, we will collect the data, then we will push the data into one centric data warehouse. Okay, we will push the data into one centric data warehouse. From there we will start analyzing and we will start cleaning, we will do some transformation, then we will start analyzing his data. According to his data, then we will try to build the reports or visualization. After that we will help him out to understand where his business stands as of now, compared to last year or compared to previous year or compared to last month or last week or compared to yesterday. Where is business starts, whether is going in profit, whether is going in a loss, or whether which outlet is performing more, on which dates it's performing more. And so we will trying to find out the reasons for his, and we will try to improve his business. Okay, this is the best example for business intelligence. Okay, so that is how the business intelligence works, and that is what the business intelligence is. Okay, so it will help to respective business owner to help the analyze the data and to grow their career or grow their business in the future. So that is one of the example which I gave for retail sales. So it's not just limited for retail sales. As I said, this business intelligence will be applicable in all the other different domains. So if you take, let's take a different example now. Let's take HR, human resource, right? So every company will have the human resource department, correct? It will not run without the resource department or function in the companies. So how it will help in the human resource field? So for example, now they wanted the data to analyze what is their attrition rate or what is their hiring rate based on the monthly wise, how many counts or how many head counts they have hired, in which branch they have hired. So also in what department, whether it is a IT department, whether it's a finance department, whether they have hired in the operational department. So we have to give the, we will help them to give a count based on each department, based on, yeah, what is their attrition rate. Okay, why attrition rate is so much for their company in the last 2 months. Okay, why so many people are dropping out papers, what is the reason? Okay, we will try to collect the feedback, when we will try to put analyze their company's growth, and also along with that what is their attendance, what is the check-in time, what is their checkout time, what is the total working days for each employees, and whether their salaries has been paid or not, and whether we are also tracking their attendance employees, and whether they have filled their time sheets or not. So all this operational and HR human resource also we can we can visualize this using this Power BI, and we can give it to them, so that it will be very useful for them, instead of going to different tools and different analyzing, exporting into Excel and analyzing into their own analysis. They can directly come here and extract the data and look into it. Okay, so in that way also this BI world will be useful. Okay, I was talking about BI world, it's just not Power BI, the entire BI world, what is gist of it and how does it work. Okay, so coming to the Power BI. So Power BI, as I said, it is a business analytics tool. Business analytic tool is nothing but where it will help us to improve the business situations, or where it will where we will be applying some technique in order to grow the respective business in order to grow the respective business. Okay, that is business analytic tool. Coming to the self-service BI tool. Self-service BI tool is nothing but we will know, it is that means as the name says, no need to someone to guide you in detail, or someone to give you some theory, or someone to show you some practical session. It is not required. So a basic 1 or 2 day session of demo session for the normal users, not for the Power BI developer I'm talking about. But once you publish the Power BI develop reports, then once you give it to the users, right, so users, it doesn't require much to understand about it, and to how to interact it or how to do it. It is not much, no much feed needed, or no much details needed to them. And also for developers also, it is not a rocket science. Anyone can know, whoever understands a basic concepts of little data, like a data warehouse concepts, or like a kind of visualization concepts, or kind of business intelligence concept. If they have a small knowledge about it, then even they can start on it, and even they can learn on it. So the main highlight is self-service BI tool is they can start, because it is you don't require any code to draw a line, or draw a chart, or draw an area funnel, or a draw a bar chart. It's a drag and drop feature. Okay, you can just drag and drop the feature. I will show you after this after few slides, I will show you like how do we drag and drop, how do we build the data, everything. Okay, so it's just a drag and drop feature where you will be dragging some chart, and you will be passing out all the data's required fields, and you will get the data. Okay, you will get the charts or visualizations to see it. The next one is no much code needed. No much code needed in the sense, if you take actual front end developer developing a work, you would be seeing different languages, right? Your code might be in Python, or your code might be in ASP.NET, or your code might be in .jsp. So there will be different coding languages which be using to even to generate a small line. But coming to Power BI, you will not need a no much coded. Of course, you would be needing some DAX knowledge, which is a Power BI using. It's called as a DAX knowledge. So you would be definitely needing the DAX knowledge, but that is similar to Excel, where you will write sum of, average of, minimum of, or maximum of, or few more advanced DAX also you'll be using it. But it is, you can learn it. It is not like a rocket science. Again, you will be able to learn, and you will be able to implement those. Okay, and also it is like built-in auto function. Each every function is built in. You no need to have to code something, or you no need to have to call again and again. So each function is built in auto function, and we have to know just like how to use it in a proper way. So that is a self-service BI tool, which is satisfied by the Power BI. Next is tool for data visualization. What is tool for data visualization? So any table, converting any table data or any unstructured data into visualization is called, we will be doing it in the Power BI. For example, see, if this is a data, right? If you give this data to the user, if you give this data to the your clients or to the business, what will they understand? They won't understand anything. This is a raw data, right? This is unstructured data, or it's a raw data, or it is not a clean data. So if you give here, we will be having city, we will be having country, we will have like a subcategory, all this kind, and we will have quantity, discount, profit, something, we will have sales before discount, all this values we will have. But now there would be a requirement by business. They will ask, in 2022 what was my sales, in 2011 what my profit. How will you do? You have to go, there is no anything with respect to the columns, year, month, everything, right? You have to go to some date, you have to consider some date, you have to try to filtering according to that, and you have to see some, oh, you have to click on it, then only you'll get the sum, or you have to write a expression, yeah, at the below somewhere you should select everything, sum of it, and then give it the answer. But that is not the way where the business was expected, correct? So converting this this table data or this unstructured data into the visualization is called a tool for data visualization. Okay, so how do we convert it? That we will be seeing end of this session. We'll take an example and see. So we will be converting all this raw data into the visualization. And again, tools for data visualization, Power BI is one among them. But also in market, you have a different tools. Okay, you will have a tool called Tableau, which is again one of the main data visualization tool, and you'll also have the Cognos BI. You also have the Looker, and also you have the different tools like from Google Analytics. You have the data, their own data visualization tool. So data tool visualization is nothing but where it converts any table data or unstructured data into the visualization form, which will give more insight for the business. Okay. Next is what we do in Power BI, or what does Power BI give us an option. Okay, so as I said, it is a business analytics service which will give us, or which will help us to take decision on the business, which will enable us to enable fast to understand about their business, and which will give a proper kind of information, so that the business can take a proper decision based on the analysis, or based on the impact. Okay. So next, the thing is what we will be doing is transform data into stunning visuals and share them with colleagues and device. So Power BI is not only the data visualization tool. Along with Power BI, we can also clean the data. Okay. So in this business intelligence, right? In this business intelligence world, we have like totally four of the process. It's just not visualization in business intelligence. The process would be that I will be like starting when we go for the introduction session, right? That I will be explaining in detail when we start the classes in the introduction session. But if you take in business intelligence, we have totally four of the process. The first process would be like data collection or data requirement gathering. Okay. Second would be like data cleaning. Data cleaning is the second one, where we will be analyzing the data, and we will understand whether the data is unstructured or data is a raw data. It needs some cleaning. Okay. Third one, we will be the data transformation. Data transformation is nothing but we would require some of the data, or some of the columns, or some of the fields to transform according to our requirement. We have to write some DAX functions, or we have to write some modeling, we have to perform some functions, everything, and make understanding, and we have to do the data transformation. Okay. Then it would be the data modeling. Data modeling means we have to structure the data according to our requirement. We will be structuring, we will be doing some joins, we will be giving some requirement, everything, we will be performing some relationships, everything, and then make a data look structured data and model data. The end of that would be the data visualizations, or tool for visualization. So we will collect all those data, and using those models, we will start building the charts, we will start building the visualizations, we will start building reports, we will start building dashboards, and give it to the end user. Okay. So this is the BI process. So now coming to Power BI, some of the tools, it will just perform the visualization. For example, if you take Excel, what does it do? We can do data cleaning in Excel. How? By manually you can do it, right? You can delete some columns, you can export, you can add some columns, everything. And but you have very limited visualization in the Excel, and you have so many features which is not available, which we will see in next slides. Okay, same thing, but in Power BI, if it is not just the visualization tool, but we can also clean that, we can get the data, we can clean the data, we can transform the data, we can do the modeling of the data, then we can do the visualizations. Okay. So that also we can do all the process together, we can do it. So that is what it says, that transform the data and give us turn into a stunning visualizations. Okay. Next one, again, visually explore and analysis. That is nothing but we can explore the data, or we can analyze the data on two ways. What are the two ways? It could be on premises, and it could be the cloud. So the term on premises means it is very secure, and it is very governed. And on premises nothing but it's on their own server. So some business, or some clients, they won't like their data to be published on cloud, because they're very scared. It could be very transactional data, it could be very transient data, so they will not be okay to publish it on cloud because of this hacking, phishing, everything fear. They will not be okay with publishing to cloud or publishing to online. Okay. So what do they do? They will have their own server. They will build their own server, and they will ask you to publish their reports over there on their own server. Okay. So that is called on premises. So for example, if you take any banking domain and all, no, that banking domain is very difficult to publish their reports on cloud, because they will, it might hack some anytime, it could be like hacked, or if some misuse, or if some mistake happens on cloud or on the online, they can hack and they can misuse those data, right? So that is why they will be very dedicated to their own server. So that concept is called on premises. Next, coming to cloud. Cloud is nothing but it is just publishing to online. You no need to install any software, you no need to install any you no need to configure any server. It's just that you will have one URL. Just go to that URL on cloud and try to log in and then get all the details. So okay, so that is called the cloud. So once we finish all this transformation, then build the reports, everything, we will be publishing to either to on premises or to the cloud, and we will be distributing, or to or we will be sharing the report to our to our entire organization, or to just a team, or to only to the dedicated users. So that is what it's called, like collaborate and share customized dashboard and interactive reports. Okay, that is called the next part of sharing it. Okay, then next is scale across your organization with governance and security. What is governance and security? Governance and security is very, very important. Okay, so now we have built the reports, we have collected the data from different sources, we have put it into one single data warehouse or single data source, and from there we are trying to build the reports, build the dashboards, everything, and we are trying to share. So what if it is not governed properly, and if it is not secured properly? For example, now see, I belong to the different outlet. Maybe I belong to some chroma webs chroma store, and this my same competitor, it could be if you take another, it could be the I belong to chroma and someone belong to Reliance Digital. Okay, let's consider like that. So both is like we are selling electronics, we have the showroom, everything. But what if it is not governed or secured properly? Then somewhere, if I get to see their reports, if they get to see my report, then they will get to know everything, right? They will get to know about our business values, about our pricing value, about how we are keeping margin, how much margin we are giving, how much discount we are giving, what are we doing, what are the sales, everything. They'll get to know the details. So that is why security is very important. Without security, without governance, no matter what, how much advanced reports you build, or how much effective reports you build, it will not be useful at the end of the day if it is not secured or governed. So in Power BI, we can also secure it. How we will secure it, that we can see in the coming sessions or coming classes once we start it. Okay, so the next one is integration with Power BI. Integration is nothing but, Power BI is belong to the Microsoft team. So Power BI comes from the Microsoft. So in Microsoft, we have different applications, right? We have the Outlook, we have the Teams, we have the Excel, we have the PowerPoint, we have the Word, we have the SharePoint, we have the Cortana, that is a voice assistant tool again, and also we have different other applications. So Power BI is just not we will be using Power BI like a standalone, but along with that, we will be integrating with these tools also. We can also integrate using Excel, we can call Power BI. Using Cortana, we can ask what is the Power BI results, can you show me? And using the Teams, we can see the Power BI report there itself. Using Outlook, you can share the Power BI reports. So it can be integrated with overall 360-degree features in all the Microsoft applications. Okay, so that is what it's called, integration with Power BI and collaborating with the different applications of Microsoft. Okay, the next one is called is just see a small history details about Power BI. Like, it's not a complete detailed one, it's just that two lines of it. How did it Power BI emerged, and when was it emerged? So before Power BI was originally called, before Power BI introduced, it was originally called as Project Crescent. Okay, so Project Crescent was initially available in July 2011, that is 2011, and it was bundled with the SQL Server. So if you buy a SQL Server package, it was bundled along with that Project Crescent. It was bundled along with the code name called Denali. It was called as a Denali. Okay, so in Power BI got renamed from Project Crescent to Denali in the year of September 2013. Okay, in the September 2013 it got renamed as a Denali. From that, then what happened, the next step what they did is they introduced Power BI for Office 365. They released a name with Power BI for Office 365 only for the Microsoft Excel based operations. Okay, for example, you would have heard also, like if you know, before Power BI was we were using Power BI's different options like an add-in features along with Excel. Okay, if you would have heard that, then this is the case. So in September 2013, like what they did, they released as a Power BI for Office 365 based on application that is nothing but for Microsoft Excel, where we used to add in the features like Power Query, Power Pivot, and Power View. Power Query is nothing but where we used to do these transformation, cleaning and transformation. Power Pivot is nothing but where we used to do for modeling, and Power View is nothing but where we used to build the reports and everything. So as a three different Excel based add-ins, and along with that they had the Power Maps also. So as the different Power Excel like Power Excel add-ins, we it was released as Excel based add-ins to add it to the Excel application and then use along with the Excel application. But and later what happened, like Power BI got released publicly in July 24 2015. Okay, as a standalone application. Standalone application means it was not combined with any SQL Server code, or it was not combined with any Excel based add-ins, but it got released as a standalone application where we can go directly download Power BI as a standalone application or a product. But and it got released to general public on July 24 2015. Okay, this is a small history of the Power BI and how it got evolved, and how when it actually was available for the users. Next, coming to the compared to Excel. So this is very is most common statement you would have heard when you would have googled or when you would ask someone else. So if you know Excel, Power BI would be easy, or they would also say Power BI is nothing but like Excel. Okay, so I agree that if you know Excel, Power BI would be easy to understand the concepts, but it is definitely not both are same. Okay, if both are same, then why would we have the different component called Power BI, and why do we have still Excel there, right? So it is not definitely both are same, but it would be easy if you know Excel in order to analyze and understand the concept for Power BI. So how different when we compare Power BI to Excel? Okay, so these are the features which is not available in Excel when you're comparing to the Power BI. So the first one is share and collaborate with Power Apps, Office 365, etc. Okay, so as I said, you can call this Power BI application into different another tools of Microsoft. So you can call it from Excel, you can call it from PowerPoint, you can access through emails, that is Outlook, you can access through Teams, you can access through Power App application or Office 365 applications, but you cannot call that into you cannot call Excel into different way. Okay, so either other way of opposite is not possible. So that is why share and collaborate with Power Apps, Office 365, etc. Everything is very useful when you're using the Power BI. Next one is cloud service. Okay, cloud service in the sense now, how do you share your Power BI our Power BI reports? So once we finish developing the reports, we will be publishing, right? So as I told, there are two ways. One could be on their dedicated server, on one more it could be online. That is nothing but cloud service. But Excel, how do you share? You do not have any dedicated server, or you cannot publish it to the online. You have to either share that Excel file through file itself, right? As a attachment, as a file itself, you have to share it through email or one common common server or common path or file path, or you can publish it to SharePoint and you can share the links from the SharePoint. Okay, that is the way you have an option. But in Power BI, you can publish it to cloud service directly, and you no need to have to share through file or something. Okay, you can just share the link and that will host it in the service, cloud service, and directly it can be used. That is the second point. Third point is custom visuals. What is custom visuals? So if you take Excel, Excel, and if you click on the data of charts or visualization, you might hardly get pie chart, bar chart, and donut chart, or some of the line chart and area chart, right? Then other than that, you will not have any other dates, other chart, like you might have some the same chart repeating in 3D dimension or 2D dimension, something like that. But if you go to Power BI, you have a custom visual. So custom visual is nothing but where we can customize that visual according to our requirement. Okay, so there will be a default visualization which I will show you. There will be a set of default visualization. Apart from default visualization, we have a concept called something called custom visual, where we can get those, where we will be connecting to the Microsoft app source. It's called as a marketplace, where we have like thousands of charts available, or the visualizations available. We can download it from there, we can import to our Power BI files, and we can customize according to the user requirement and then give the custom visuals. That is an again a unique feature when compared to the Excel. Next, we have scheduled data refresh. So again, which is very very important in the BI world. It's just not in the Power BI I'm talking about, and or not in just in the Power BI, the visualization tool, but in whole BI world, business intelligence world, schedule data refresh is very very important. What if we are building so much, we are putting so much efforts, we are building so much reports, we are doing all the transformations at the back end, we are doing all the modeling part, everything. But what if our data is not up to date? If I'm giving a report of which is showing like last 1 month back, or last 1 year back, or last 10 years back, if my report is showing, then what is the use? It will not be used in any way for the business or for the companies or for the organizations, right? So we have to make sure that our report should be data, the data should be up to date. So in Excel, when you take, there is no any way for us to refresh the data, or it should be a manual intervention. So someone should go and refresh manually. But when you go to the Power BI, no, there should no need of human intervention there for do the manual task for refreshing everything. Okay, you can just schedule the data refresh, or giving some time, giving selecting some time zone, which time zone you wanted, everything. And also the frequency you can give, like how much frequency, within 15 minutes you want to refresh, every 15 minutes, or every 1 hour, or every half an hour. Okay, you can just give the frequency and you can start refreshing, scheduling the refresh. So it will do by automatically. Okay, that is very important again. Next is RLS, that is nothing but a security level. So I told security and governance is how important. So that is nothing but it is introduced with a concept called row level security, which is very very important concept again for all, just not for Power BI, for entire other tools also. Okay, next is mobile friendly view. Okay, so Power BI is just not that you can view the mobile report, you can view the reports on desktop or on laptops, but also you can view the mobile reports, or the you can also view the dashboards on your mobiles. And also we can build especially for the mobile, so interface. So whatever, when you're viewing the reports from desktop to the laptops to the mobile screen, it will be in the landscape view. But you can also build the report in the portrait view, however you wanted. You can select where this tile has to go, where this card has to go. Specifically designed for mobile also is available in the Power BI, but Excel reports we cannot see in mobile. You know how tiny it looks when you open the Excel file, or Excel some pages or sheets. When you open, you can see how it looks. Next is natural language Q&A. Natural language Q&A is nothing but a Q&A option in built-in function which we have. So you can just ask any question, like how you ask your voice assistants to, like you'll ask what is the date today, what is the time today. Like similarly, you can ask what is my sales, what was my sales last year, what was my sales current year, what is my profit. You can ask the question. Okay, you can type in your own language and it will show you the results. That is called natural language Q&A option. And monthly updates. So Excel, you will have very rare updates, right? Maybe it could be some maintenance update, could be like every 3 months or 6 months, but any future releases will be like based on 2 years or based on 3 years. But Power BI, when you compare, it could be every hour, every month, sorry, every month you will have the Power BI monthly updates, and it will show you the monthly updates every month, and new feature will be introduced. It's just not about for the charts or visualization, but regarding the cleaning data, regarding the data source connector, regarding the DAX function, you will have every features introduced, new features introduced in every month. Okay, that is a different when you compare to the Excel. So coming to the components again, components. So you, if you would have heard Power BI, they would have just told, oh, you have like Power BI something called desktop where you build the reports or build the reports, cleaning everything, and you publish on the Power BI service. You can publish on online. But other than that, many of them that doesn't know there are different components in Power BI and different tools in Power BI. So first one is what we saw is Power BI desktop. It's again a free version file where you can directly download it from the Microsoft official site. And but for to use it, you can use it, okay, but for publishing you would be requiring a office email ID, and our organization's email ID is must for in order to publish the report or use an extra features, whatever the additional features you wanted. So Power BI desktop is again, you can download it, you can use it on your system. It will be on your local, that means on your local you can build any reports, you can try to connect with anything and you can use it. Power BI services, again as I said, it's an online services where you will be publishing the report. So on Power BI services called as cloud based SaaS, that is nothing but software as a service. You don't need to install any of the application, but you can just use with the URL, just log into that URL and try to use all the features available. Next one is Power BI report server and desktop. So this is where as I said, like when the users or the clients are not ready to move their data to the cloud, they wanted to publish it on their dedicated server. So that is where this on-premises reporting and desktop will come into place. There is a separate tool or component where you can download. It is called Power BI report server desktop, where you will be downloading and you'll be building, using that you will be building the reports. So what is the difference between this and this? This has monthly updates, this quarterly updates. Every 3 months this will get update, but this will get every monthly update, okay. So this is little behind, so they won't release it every month, but they will release every 3 months. Whatever the features it has, it will just try to push it every 3 months to this one, okay. But only difference is this can be on dedicated server, not on the cloud. And also for publishing also, we will not publish onto the cloud. We have to build a Power BI report server. We have to configure the dedicated server to their organization and build the reports use for that report server. So in order to publish for the report server, we cannot use this desktop. We have to download this dedicated respective desktop only. Okay, next is Power BI report builder. Power BI report builder is again as a desktop free version where we will be building the paginated reports. So if anyone know SSRS reports are similar to paginated reports. So there is a need for paginated reports and sometime using the business when you're working on it. So what is that need? We will be seeing in the classes once we started. So for that to build, we have a different component called Power BI report builder. Next is Power BI embedded. Power BI embedded is nothing but where we will be embedding our reports or dashboard to the websites. Okay. So for example, you might see a stock market, right? You will be seeing stock markets. You will see every day whether your stock is going upwards or whether your stocking goes downwards. It is whether in profit or whether in loss by day to day or by yesterday, everything. So that visualization is nothing but it is, that is coming from these visualization tool. It could be Power BI or Tableau, but how it is coming in those websites. So that is nothing but where we are using the Power BI embedded option. Using the custom applications, we will be embedding these visuals or charts to their website. So that concept is called Power BI embedded. Then next is Power BI gateway. Power BI gateway is very important for us in order to, I told you about schedule refresh, right? So in order to maintain the schedule refresh and in order to work on that, we require a Power BI gateway. So this we will also be seeing in the future classes. Next is Power BI mobile. As I said, Power BI mobile, where we can also download. We will have this Power BI mobile application from UK. If you are using iOS, fine, iOS phone, that is Apple phones, you can just go to App Store and download Power BI, a mobile app. Or if you're using Android store, you can just go to the Play Store and you can download Power BI mobile application. And you can, it will ask for a user ID, of course. So once we give a user ID, we can see all the details or all the reports and dashboards published for us. Okay. The last one is developer, where we will be using this Power BI developer mode, especially for building some visualization. So this requires a lot of art, coding basis, where we will be building the visualizations or building the charts using the some code. So this is a different mode we will be using, called as a developer mode. Okay, so this is an overview. I'll just show you. So I was talking about data cleaning, data processing, and I was talking about building a visualization and sharing the reports, right? So you can see these are the different data sources. The data sources could be anything. It could be on premises, nothing but it's on our local or dedicated server. So you can get the data from there. Then you can get the Azure data, you can get any Excel files from here. What we will do, we will connect to this data source. We will prepare in the sense nothing but we will do the cleaning, we will do the transformation, everything. Then we will explore is nothing but where we will be building the modeling, where we will be explore those data sets, and then we'll build the reports. After once the reports are built, then we will be sharing. How we will be sharing? We will be sharing to the Power BI service content. So in Power BI service, once we share, we will have different different features. This also we will be seeing in the coming sessions. So we can build the content packs, we can pin the live dashboards, we can see the visualization reports, data sets, we can schedule the data refresh. Then this natural language Q&A, then we will be sharing with a different collaboration, and also we can send these reports to desktop view or the mobile view or the tab view. Okay, so this is where the overall architecture looks for you. Then next one is the data sources. What is the data sources? So I told we have, like, we will be connecting to the data sources, right? Multiple data sources. So these are the different 100 plus of data sources you can see, and every month the new data sources will be releasing, and an update would be releasing for these data sources which is already available. So you will have 100 plus of data sources, and you will have many other different data sources or data connectors where you can connect to your reports. You can connect to Excel, you can connect to JSON file, Excel file, PDF. You can connect to SQL databases, Oracle databases, IBM databases, or you can connect to Azure. Azure is again a cloud one, right? You can connect to cloud, you can connect to Snowflake, you can connect to different Google Analytics. So you can connect to Salesforce databases. So you can connect to multiple data sources, and you can start building the data reports. Okay, and this is an architecture, again same, like how does it work? So we will have a different data sources from Azure or from the other cloud services, or from the different Excel, or where it is hosted on premises. So that will be connected, and you can also connect to the SharePoint list, or you can connect to the different databases. From there you will be building the reports, and this report on Power BI desktop you will be connecting and building the reports, and that reports will be published to the Power BI service. And in order to maintain the refresh, we will have somewhere between Power BI service to Power BI desktop, we will have the refresh gateway refresh, that is nothing but a personal gateway. And from there you will have the different connectors where you can use it or where you can build. From once it is moved to the you published to the service, you will have like different components, dashboards, reports, data sets, and where you can move or share it to users or your end users through different medium. Like it could be Android phones, or it could be the Windows phone, or it could be the iOS phone. And from there it can be to different desktop applications, or it could be Mac, or it could be Windows. Okay, where you can be sharing the users or sharing the reports or your respective dashboards. Next is what is the latest advanced features which we will be seeing in Power BI. So natural language Q&A, which is again an advanced feature, we will be seeing it. And quick insight. Quick insight is nothing but some once you log into Power BI service or cloud, it is not required that you have to build a logic. Sometimes what will happen, you will have some data. Okay, you will have some data set. You will not know how to build the reports or how to start that visualization. So what you can do, you can simply put into quick insight and you can generate the reports automatically. So what the quick insight tool functionality will do, it will analyze your data and it will start giving you some suggestion kind of reports where you can predict this, or you can do this, you can analyze this, so that it will build a automated charts, so that from that chart you might get some base idea and you can try to improvise the same idea. So that is called quick insights. Next, row level security. Again, I told it is a security and governance feature. Then schedule refresh. refresh, that is nothing but by daily or weekly or by monthly, which is very important. Then alerts and notification, what does alerts and notification gives? So for example, now you'll be building the reports, okay, some sales report, you think it is for the very big organization. So your CEO will not have time to go and check your report every day or every hour, okay. So we will set an alert. If your sales is increased by this one, you will get an alert. If your sales is decreased by certain percentage, you will get an alert. So it will go to their phone or it will go through their email, so that where they can check and they can come back. Similarly, like to your stock, if you are investing in your stocks and if you're investing in your this one, right, you will get a message, correct? Your stock value is dropped by certain percentage, your stock value is increased by certain percentage for every minute, for every hour. Same way you can set an alert notification for the respective business users for whom the alert should go, and so that they can take an action or they can see what can they be done for to improve their business or to keep it in stable their business. So next is like share the organization workspace. That is nothing but sharing the reports to your workspaces or to your respective organization or to different organization. And bookmark and navigation feature, which is an advanced concept again. So where we will be using it to in order to navigate it from one different to different visual or one tab to different tab. Okay, next we will see, also we'll be seeing like a visual in a tooltip. What is visual in a tooltip? Like within a visual we will also show another visual where it will serve as a tooltip. So that also is an advanced concept where we will be seeing it. KPI indicators, then that is nothing but when your sale is increasing, how much percentage it will show, where it will be indicating with some color codes. If it is decreasing, it will be indicating with some color codes. Then we'll have drill down, drill up, drill through concepts. Okay, drill down is nothing but where you can drill down to your lowest granularity level. Okay, you can see, for example, you will have country. If you have country, you can drill down to for your region wise. If you have region, it will go for state wise. If you have state, then it will go for the respective areas, cities, city wise. If you go to city wise, it will go to respective area wise. Okay, like this you can drill down. And if you wanted to again go back, then you can drill up those things. Okay, then if you wanted to drill through is nothing but from each one menu to, you can go to the detailed view of it. That is called drill through concept, which we will be seeing it. And as I said, we can connect to a different data sources, and forecast and predictive analysis can be featured. So using Power BI, using the machine algorithm or machine learning algorithms or few of the predictive analysis algorithm, we can forecast what could be my sale for the coming few futures. Okay, so that is forecast and predictive analysis. Next we have cognitive data and insights. What is cognitive data insights? Means nothing but it analyzes our data, and it will divide it into positive, negative, and it will give us a neutral value. So from this it will give some cognitive data insights, so that it will be helpful for the business to understand about the their where they're standing in their business in perspective of users view. So that can be done. And also we can implement machine learning and other integration, like for example like R, Python, we can also be integrating to the Power BI. Next is sentiment analysis. So I said we can also do text analytics and sentiment analysis. So we have a different social media, right? We can connect to Twitter, we can connect to Facebook, we can do the live streaming of data, and we can see the sentiment analysis. What is the positive tweets? What is the total number of negative tweets? What is the neutral tweets? Also, what was the like reactions we got? What is the angry emojis count we got? So we can do that kind of sentiment analysis also. Next, we have data flows, deployment pipeline, data mart. This is all the three important concepts where we can try to structure all the data warehouse in Power BI itself by eliminating others, the different SQL data sources, everything. So these are the different advanced features which we will be seeing in this training sessions. Okay. Next, like exploring Power BI service workspaces. So I will be showing you all this, like what is reports, where we go and get the data, where is the dashboards, what is the Power BI home button. So we will be exploring all this in this after this this one. Next we have something called discover, analyze, visualize, explore. So this we also saw. Discover means nothing but we will be collecting the data, we will be we will be collecting all the requirement gathering, and we will be analyzing those data. Then after analysis we will try to analyze in terms of users point of view, we will try to get the requirements done, and we will try to visualize that in the proper way, so that users, it will be useful for the users to get some insights. Then explore. Explore is nothing but where we will be after finishing it, after exploring it, all the data, we will be exploring into their what kind of insights it is giving, where does it doing. So we will try to explore, or we will try to connect with our business from these charts, and we will try to improvise or make decision based on that. Okay, so these are some of the sample Power BI dashboards you can see here. This is again a social media dashboards which is connecting to Twitter domain. You can see what is the total number of tweets, what is positive. Positive is represented with the green color code, negative is represented with the red color code, and you can see different by country what is the tweets, by campaign value what is the tweet value, and everything. And next one you have this is one of the simple sales dashboard, where you can see total sales, total units, then revenue per unit, gross profit, and you will have say what is your sales growth compared to last year's sales. Okay, you will have the different and you will also have the filter where you can select it for each year. So this is a one of the sales executive dashboard you can see. And one more, this is kind of an advanced level which is built with a very less minimal colors. So where you will have the different discount value, where you will have the different sales, what is the profit, whether it is decreased or whether it is increased. Okay, and you will have the different slices where, or filters where you can select it and use it. So these are the common some of the common Power BI visuals, I mean Power BI dashboards, or the reports which you can see. So in our session also we will be able try to, we will explain each and everything of the visual slicer and all the filter values, everything. And you can also build this reports once the session starts. Okay, so coming to the last part. So this is the I'll just show you how this Power BI looks. So Power BI, you can download it. I will show you where you can download it, how you can download it, everything. So we have the Power BI, and so this is a Power BI interface where we have. Okay, so you can see this is what I was talking about before. If you see some of the videos, no, you would be getting to know it would be in yellow and black color. But now in order to sync all the Microsoft application together, it changed into green and black. Okay, so don't get confused. So we have a three different where I was talking about. So this is called modeling, where we will be doing the data modeling for everything. This is called the data, where we will be importing the data. And this is called the reporting part, where we will be doing or dragging and dropping the reporting part. So this we will see everything in detail. But now let's see how do we get the data, and I'll just show you a small and thing like how we can drag and drop the features, everything. So where do we get the data? We saw 100 plus data sources, right? So if I click on this get data option, okay, you will get 100 plus data sources. If I click on more, or you can directly click on any of these data sources here and you can get the data. Okay, so I'll just click on get data and more. I will show you like how many different connectors we have, and from there we will select one of the data sources and build the data. So you can see here when I clicked on all, you can see all of the different data sources how much we have, right? All these data sources can be connecting to this data connectors and bring the data sources. So now I have a Excel workbook. I'll just click on Excel workbook and give on connect. So once I given connect, it is asking for me to it is taking a path for me to import that file. So my file is somewhere here. I'll just copy this path. Okay, and I'll paste it. So I want my, this is my file. Okay, super sample superstore data. I'll just give open. Okay, so as soon as I gave open, you can see this is my file which I opened. So I have two tabs, one is order and one is people. Okay, the same thing it is showing me here, one is order and people. So what I will do, I'll give orders and I will give people and I'll give load. Okay, so as soon as I gave load, it will start loading. So just notice here towards my right side there was nothing, but after it got loaded you can see I have two tables which got loaded. Okay, one is order table and one is people table. So this is where you can see your field column names, what is your field names, what is your column names. Okay, all this what is the data type of it you can see. Suppose you want to see the data, go to the data menu towards your left side, click on this particular table, you can see this data how it is there. So whatever you can see this in Excel view, the same thing can be viewed under data view. So you can also see what is the total number of rows. So total number of rows is 9731 rows to here below what I'm highlighting here. Okay, so if you see here also we have something like same thing 9732 rows. This is including the heading, but here this is in with the excluding the heading, it is correct 9731 rows. So you can see whether your the exact data is complete data is loaded here or not. Okay, so next coming to the I said it is a default visualizations, right? I mean it is a drag and drop feature, it is a self-service BI tool. So these are what you're seeing is called default visualization. Okay, apart from this whatever you wanted you can get it from the custom visual. So you can see called get more visual or import visuals. From your options you can get the custom visuals. So if I just drag and drop, okay, now we wanted to see for 2020 or by each year wise what is my sales. So what I will do, I'll just drag and drop fields to this. Okay, I'll keep only my year and I'll bring the sales. What is my sales? We had something called sales after discount, right? Let me bring the sales after discount. So if you see here, I got by year wise what is my sales. But if I wanted to do it that in Excel, how much time it will take for me, right? I have to do some filtering part, I have to get those values, everything. So now I have the sales, and I also have by by increasing in order. So if a small first is a little less, then again it got increased, again it got increased again in 2017, I have an increasing order. Suppose if I wanted to change this color, so what I can do, I can change the colors also, right? So I can just go to the values. Okay, and I can also change the font of it, what font I wanted, I can change those font and everything. And suppose if I wanted to change the color, I'll just type color here. Okay, and I'll change this color to something with yellow color. Okay, let me change to, okay, this is very light, let me select little dark. I can change to yellow color. Suppose if I wanted to view what is my value is not shown until and unless I over on it, correct? So I wanted to show my value, so I'll just enable the data labels. Okay, and I'll turn it on. So you can see my data label is also got turned on. If I wanted to zoom it, I can put it into zoom view and I can view. So it shows that 0.35 million, 0.4 million, 0.53 million, 0.63 million. Okay, so this is how you can see the data interaction. You can drag and drop, you can change the colors, everything. So there will be a lot of DAX functions and cleaning also that we will see once the session starts or the training starts. And coming to the this one, the service. So you can see this is how the service looks. Okay, you can see we have different workspaces, we have home. This keeps on changing for every 3 months or every 6 months there will be update. So if you see again a few videos which is uploaded like say a few months back, then it will not be in this way. Okay, you will have something called as this one. So they try to Microsoft, they will try to improve the user experience. So it's everything in this way. So you will have the different workspaces. If you click on the different workspaces, you will have the different kind of reports where you can see your. So these are our sample reports where you can go and check the sample report here. You can see what on the reports we have built, all this kind of category you can see on the service itself. So service, you can, this is the only link which we will use, that is nothing but app.powerbi.com. So after you, once you use it, it will ask for a login. We have to try to log in from here, then we have to get the details it. Okay, so then based on our login ID, it will start giving us the reports which is published for us. So this is about the service. So in our training session, we will be going through all this different modules and all those different concepts in once the training starts. So yeah, that's about the demo.